Adobe Premiere came out with a new way to revolutionize your color grading, but is it worth it to leave DaVinci Resolve forever? See, if you're like me that you edit on Premiere but then you color grade on DaVinci Resolve, this might finally improve your workflow so you don't have to go back and forth to other applications. Now, this is on Adobe Premiere Beta, and Adobe did not sponsor my video. Actually, on the contrary, I'm spending a lot of money to make this video because I'm paying for the Creative Adobe Cloud. So this one is going to be a honest video on my point of view, and it's going to be as fast as possible, so I save you time, money, and in exchange I only ask you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. But let's dig straight into it. So to start with, I have this footage that I took in the park, which is in S-Log3. What I'm going to do here on the left side, we can add and remove adjustment, LUTs, and clip style, which we will talk about in a bit. But the first thing I want to do is to add, after the adjust, a LUT, which I want to use this to convert the footage from S-Log3 to Rec 709. And now here we have the Rec 709, and we can start to make our adjustments in here. So, if you're used to the old Lumetri panel, of course, this is a bit different. One of the first things we can do is basically when you click on the contrast, now we're gonna see here on the left side the panel, and it's basically the Lumetri scope a bit more modernized. And when we make the adjustments, in order to make the adjustments, you click and toggle the contrast in this case, and you just have to move the mouse up or down to basically add the contrast, or down to remove contrast. Now, by moving left and right, you can adjust the pivot of that contrast. So that's actually really quick and easy, but to be fair, I want Premiere to do things that work, not things that are easy for even monkeys to be able to color grade from now on. Next one, we have the exposure. Same thing, click to toggle, you can go up or down to increase or remove the exposure, and then left to right to adjust the blacks. So then here we have the temperature, which you can move up and down to make it warmer or colder, or left and right to adjust the tint. Then we have the saturation. This also is self-explanatory. You can move up and down only, I think, because left and right is doing absolutely nothing for me. Then here we have the color shift, which is basically saturation, hue, and luma for an exact color that you picked up. For example, we can try to get the orange and then shift the saturation only of that color. Maybe you can shift the hue of that color, or the luma in this case, which is the big. And so here you can pick up the colors that you get given from Adobe, because I analyzed the scene, which again we can shift it and change. Oh, that looks cool. Then we move to the details. This is pretty self-explanatory, adding sharpness to your footage. So this is texture and this is the sharpness, which I do. And if the program crashes on you, then Adobe, well done, good job. So, as I was saying, you can adjust the sharpness unless the program crashes on you. But you know, it's Adobe, is to be expected. So, another thing down here, which I didn't explain yet, but I really have to, because that's where things get interesting, is this. So we can now control shadows and highlights. It would be amazing if you could actually get the mid-tone as well, but I think at this stage we're asking too much. And then let's talk about the clip style. I really hope you can drag left and right. Yes, that's good. So basically we have the layers here. Let's call them nodes, just to be, you know, to refer to DaVinci Resolve. So this style somehow should give you, there you go, should give you presets, which you can choose from the various ones that they give you. And it's kinda nice what they have in here, but let's do something that, for example, we just can get rid of all these adjustments did here, so we can see what actually these presets can do. And so another thing, like if you click out, you have to go and find out where the hell is the place where you can actually check the other presets. And it's here, the little tiny circle arrows thing down here. And so here we have the theme color, contrast gate, contrast, color contrast, color shift and flare, which is basically all things that are part of a film simulator. That's what I think this is. And I won't use this, to be honest. I will still use the Hansa Pro because it's the best tool out there, but that's element for another video. So as you saw before, we have the LUT here, and we can add our own LUT. So you can change the intensity here as well, which is basically, that's what you do. You choose the LUT, the color space, obviously you choose Rec 709, and then just adjust the intensity. You don't really do much more here. So yeah, to be honest, personally, I like the fact that you have a big window here where you're doing your color grading. But at the moment, I wouldn't waste my time on this color grading style because DaVinci Resolve is still the best of the best you can get, and most importantly, it's free. So I really hope that this video was worth it for you. I tried to be as fast as possible, and if you liked it, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.